welcome back everyone, Toy Shiz here, and today we are going to be checking out something frickin' amazing. First and foremost, I want to say a sincere thank you to FABRIKOR Studios. I'll put all of their information down in the description below. They're on Instagram. They have an Etsy store. Hint, hint, if you're interested in grabbing yourself one of these. They got in contact with me. They said, hey, we know you're a big fan of DC Multiverse. We know you're a huge fan of Batman Forever. We've designed this. We've 3D printed it. Would you be interested in checking it out for yourself? And I took one look and went, oh, heck yeah. Are you kidding? And when it finally arrived, you open the box, you don't really know what to expect, right? 3D printing can kind of go either way sometimes. But I will totally tell you that I am super happy with the way that this came out. It is amazing, and it displays so well. And the best part, I know this might come as a shocker, it's designed for the 7-inch DC Multiverse figures, Batman Forever. Go figure. So you can use it with normal Riddler, or, let's be honest, the final suit Riddler. That's the one you're going to definitely want to use it for, but we'll look at both just to make everybody happy. To really deep dive look at this thing. It doesn't have a whole lot of heft. It is very sturdy, though. That's what's important. And it doesn't take up a whole heck of a lot of room. That is equally as important because there's just too much good stuff these days. Now, in really thinking about the Batman Forever movie, the Riddler Throne, everything else, they have really nailed the idea of the throne. And even me thinking about it, going back and watching the movie and going, oh, I totally get it now. It's Rodin's Thinker, or at least some sort of homage to it. But that would be exactly what the Riddler would have on his throne. The colors pop. Everything works. Everything is very detailed out. It has this nice sheen to it. The 3D printed lines don't really bother me, I'm going to be honest with you. But I like that he has a little footstool right here for his throne. You have some really nice stairs, which you can then utilize to pose the Riddler out in various many ways, besides just sitting him down on the throne. There's not much going on the bottom, but like I said, it's very sturdy. It's very round. This thing is not tipping over. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. The back of the chair. Now, methinks, even though this kind of moves around, it doesn't slot in or out. It's probably something that they assembled when they glued everything together. But this is cool right here because it has storage for the Riddler's hands and accessories, and it just slips right underneath the cushion. So that's a nice little touch. That way, you can swap the hands. Maybe you're not happy with how he's posed. You can do something real fast, and it's all right then and there. The stairs itself, like I said, they're really well done. Everything leading to the statues, just the way they pop, the way that the light hits, you could make for a really cool setup on your shelf. Get all the weird lighting from Riddler's offshore base going on him. So everything in totality, it all works. It all looks good. And again, I cannot recommend this enough because it's just so cool. The one thing, though, that I will say is that I do wish it had a slot for the Riddler cane. Somehow, some way. Because in the movie, if he does his little spiel, he kind of pulls it out of, well, let's say somewhere. It could be right here. But that would be my only gripe, my only recommendation, that if it were to change this design later down the road, put in some area that you can slip in the Riddler cane in and out and have it just be a weapon storage, quote unquote. But like I said, top to bottom, left to right, this thing is amazing. How does the Riddler fit on his Riddler throne? I know that's what everybody is waiting for. So the good news is that this McFarlane figure, I know this is going to be shocking, has enough articulation to do the whole spinny turny thing in the Batman Forever and properly sit on this throne. That's where the whole rubber diaper comes into play. Yay, that finally works. Although, that's where some extra hands really would have come into play as well, because just the way his hands are situated in the movie. But as you can clearly see, now you're going to kind of have to fidget with him. You get him in the pose that you want. But like I said, going back, watching the movie, looking at the exact details, how his hands are, his head, his legs, for what you can see in the scene, yes, you can do all of that and then some. And that's the most important part. So that when you sit him down and you want to do the whole chair rotation, riddle me this, riddle me that, it definitely works. And that's what brings a smile to my face. The simplicity of this matched up with the articulated action figure is just so cool. So again, that's where the key attention to detail, the eye, comes in. You really have to get everything situated oh so perfect so that he can sort of hug the two statues while sitting down and then having his feet flat on his little cushion right there. So again, he displays beautifully, and that's really all you need. You got Riddler sitting in a chair, but to utilize the stairs, to utilize the statues, you can really bring him to life when he's going over murdering Robin and Dr. Chase Meridian, and he's about to push the little death button on his cane. So he's definitely flashy. He's definitely, we'll say, Joel Schumacher's Riddler, most definitely. And then to have Val Kilmer's Batman in the background while he's talking, heck yeah, I could not be more stoked. To have the regular Riddler on the throne, yeah, you can definitely do that in as many poses as you'd like. They never made him in the jacket when he's absorbing all of the brain drain. That would have been really cool. But this comes as a close second. You know that in some point in the film, off camera, he sat in this costume in that throne. And then they never actually made this. This would have been a fun swap out head when he's all old looking and he's just been brain drain reverse, right? Just to kind of have that look where Batman's standing over him, telling him he's both Bruce Wayne and Batman. Hey, maybe some of you customizers out there, you get some of those head portraits going. Just saying. So that's going to wrap it up for my quick look at the brand new Riddler Throne by FABRIKOR Studios. Thank you again for sending this out. I have had a blast showing this off to everyone. I've taken photos and just kind of given them hints, and they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What is that? Did McFarlane make that? And I go, no, McFarlane did not make this, which that's a missed opportunity right there. But hey, FABRIKOR Studios has got it handled. So to have a proper Batman Forever shelf, I would say most definitely grab yourself a Riddler Throne from the FABRIKOR Studios Etsy store. So you have heard my thoughts, and now I'm curious to know yours. Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything Batman Forever. For the last week of fiddling with this thing, displaying him, I've had all the quotes. So let's have some fun down in the comments. And until the next one, I will talk to you guys soon. Adios.